Hey there, Leos. Medicine here, and I just wanted to say thank you for joining us in Circle today. This is a reading that we're going to be doing for the 8th through the 14th um, for all Leos, whether Sun, Moon, or Rising. So whether your conscious self, your unconscious self, or um, the way you appear to the world. um, So yeah, enjoy it. And so what we have here is the Hanged Man. We're starting the week off with the Hanged Man. We're starting the week off in Neptune's energy with the Hanged Man. So there's going to be a lot of things are not going to necessarily make sense per se. It's not necessarily going to be a very things are just going to kind of happen, but this is a time for you, a real time for you to really surrender to what is. That's the whole point of the Hanged Man, is that this is really a time for you to surrender to what is and trust that everything is going to be good and that everything is going to be okay. With the two of Wands, it seems that in reverse, it seems that you haven't really made a decision. And perhaps maybe this week is not really a week for decision making. Maybe it's more of a week for just surrendering to the process and allowing what is to be. And so there doesn't, it's perhaps just not a week for decision making. I would venture to almost say that, yeah, but you have a decision to make, and you need to figure out where you're going to place your energies. And perhaps you are kind of apprehensive because just kind of, and maybe not even necessarily because you not even necessarily because you want to be, but just because you might be feeling Neptune's energy right now, and everything just might be kind of up in the air, okay, for you right now, and everything's just kind of, perhaps there's a lot of confusion, or perhaps things that might have seemed real perhaps may not be real for you, or perhaps things just aren't making sense at this time this week, and that's okay. And because of that, it just seems like it's going to be very hard for you to transition with the Six of Swords. It seems like the transition process is it's kind of hard. It's kind of difficult. It's going to be a little bit more. It's not going to be as easy for you this week. And so, if you want to prepare for this week, I would say definitely trust in the process with these three cards. To me, it means just kind of trust in the process. It just means kind of surrender. Kind of surrender. And then I would definitely take some time to kind of look into this, because with the Two of Wands, the Two of Wands is saying that you need to make a choice, but it's also saying that but I'm also getting that maybe making a choice right now will not benefit you. Maybe you're being pressured to make a choice. Maybe and if you are towards the middle of the week, you have to make a choice on something. I would really, 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 really do some introspection. The Hanged Man, I would really, really do some introspection. I would really, really look deep down inside yourself before making any kind of serious choices this week. Um, um, and I would try my best to make sure that the choices that you make this week are a transition process. Now, the energies here can totally change, especially if you become aware of this early on. You can fluctuate and change these energies, and the way you can do that, Oroki is here to kind of help you do that. Oroki is a dragon from East Asia, and he guards treasures. He's a small little dragon, and he guards your treasures for you. And he says that it is time for you to set up all of your defenses. So alarm systems, make sure that you energetically protect your sacred space, your home, your items, your things. Make sure that you protect your properties. Also make sure that you protect your mind. Make sure you protect your emotions. Make sure you protect yourself on a physical, emotional, spiritual, and energetic level this week. This is what's really going to help you to be able to make good, sound decisions. But understand that this week is also not necessarily about sound, making sound decisions with this kind of energy. So Oroki is really just saying, set up your defenses and then take a break from it for a little while. It's time to get up and out for a little while. Okay, maybe you've kind of gotten yourself into a kerfuffle at home or with situations. Set up all of the securities. Make sure everything is safe and secure. Make sure everything is safe, protected, sacred, and holy in your home and your sacred space, wherever that is. Make sure it's protected and go. Maybe take a mini vacation somewhere. Maybe I don't know, go to the beach, go watch a movie, go watch a sport if you're into sports. Maybe go for a run. It's very good for fire signs, especially, to be physically active. So maybe go find something to do where you're just being more physically active, okay? But this is saying, Oroki is saying, set up defenses and take a break for a little while, hun. It's time for you to just relax and let it happen, and just know that for now everything is safe and secure. Okay? And just let that comfort you for this week. We'll try again next week, to kind of really, get somewhere. But if you're finding yourself in a very frustrated place, Leos, whether your sun sign consciously, your moon emotionally, or in your relationships, in the way that you react with people in your rising, if you're finding yourself in a kerfuffle this week, if you're finding one of those three aspects to be kind of like this week, I would set up defenses and take a vacation, and take a little mini vacation, or go take a run. Go do something to just kind of get yourself out of it for a little while, and then you can come back later and reassess it when you feel actually ready. But it just seems like right now is going to be a very much more introspective time for you. Here with the Hangman, it's definitely going to be a time of introspection. So don't look to be reasonable. Don't expect yourself to be. Don't push yourself back past your limits this week. Really just take time for yourself. Set up all your defenses. I can't say it enough. Set up all your defenses and go take time for you, Leos. It's going to be really important. And call on Oroki to help you out. Know that once you set up those defenses, if you are having trouble setting up your defenses, call up Oroki. Oroki can help you this week to set up your defenses and make sure that everything is good. Okay? Work with his energy. Work with his spirit. Work with him as a guide to help you set up these energies. Okay? And then go take a break. And if you feel like any worry while you're out, vacationing or taking a run or anything like that, summon Oroki to help. Channel, journey to Oroki. Talk to Oroki. Get in touch with him and find out how everything is doing. But know that Oroki is someone who will safeguard and protect your possessions. Okay, so this means this is certainly, definitely the conscious, the emotionally unconscious, and in the ascendant, the way that we respond and react to things. These three things can be very well protected for you, depending on where your Leo is in sun, moon, or rising. Okay, so in other words, if you have 3 Leos and sun, moon, and rising, then these 3 things will be protected. But I would figure out if you are a sun, a Leo, for example, then definitely, just get yourself safeguarded and protected. Your wisdom, your knowledge, don't go, maybe this week, just don't go sharing your wisdom and knowledge. Just make sure it's just safe and protected this week. It's just a very introspective week. Just go out and do something physically active, like go for a run, go for a jog, be at peace with yourself this week, and know with Oroki's energy that everything is going to be safeguarded once you set up all of the surveillance cameras and safety guards and protective fields and sacred spaces. You have to set it up first, and you can do that with Oroki's help, but then you can call in Oroki to further protect your physical and your energetic space. Have a great week, Leos. I wish you all the blessings of protection and introspection and love. Aho Mataku Yasin.